Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I bring you the real life situation about the root cause of marital problem between Korra Obidi and Dr. Justin. And in this video, Korra Obidi and her sister Nancy Umeh finally speaks at length about the root cause of the marital issue between Korra Obidi and Dr. Justin. Please sit down and watch this video to the end. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe and press the post notification bell. That way you get notice first each time I upload new video. As you know, this channel is not about style, faith, media, and marriage.
It's possible. I know you don't like spilling anything about your personal life, but I want you to tell me how you started and when it became a problem. Was it before you started making money? Was the support there before you started earning? Was it looked at the same way before you started earning and after you started earning? So that's what I really want to know, because man, we need to talk about this thing.
You've always been an intellectual. You've always been the smartest one of all of us. You've always been the brainiac of the family, and thank you for bringing this topic up. A lot of people complain about women not being, proactive in family life. They don't contribute 50-50 to financing the family's needs. And they also complain that women go out to look for work. So if you take up a job, you're a bad mom. If you decide, okay, let me pick up content creating and create content at home, you're looked at as selfish, narcissist who loves herself, And content creation, like any other job, requires years. You have to put in years. It takes practice. It takes a lot of dedication. But it's the only job that will allow you to have your kids there while you do it. You're working from home. If you make your first few dollars and you beautify your home a little bit, you keep climbing the ladder of better and better content. You become your own boss. It gives you the peace of mind of not having to wake up to a screaming boss, of not having to run out of the house early in the morning to go to some job that you might hate. And for me, the beginning of content creation was not even for money. It was for putting my music out there. Social media was a...
What do you hope that could get you money? I mean, of course, I remember, I'm sorry, I just had to turn on the fan because I started sweating like a goat. You know, we're in Nigeria. I hope you can still hear. Can you still hear me? Remember there was a time you were feeling bad that you were not contributing, in a very big way. And I was telling you that, it was the same for me too. At some point in my life, I was not contributing. And I remember you were feeling so bad because you were getting heat. You were getting a lot of heat for not contributing. So, if the only way to actually contribute and be at peace with yourself is content creation, why are women still being bashed for the same thing? Because I really need women to understand. Because most of men bash too because they really don't understand. Most times when they understand, they're like, whoa, wow. Okay, so this is a good opportunity, except the person had, let's say, an agenda from the get-go to be controlling, because I think everything boils down to control. I'm married to a correct Nigerian Igbo guy, and you would think that, control is going to be from this side of Africa because, of the patriarchy and in Africa. But now that I'm starting to analyze this, like going back to the beginning, I'm thinking that this was all a control game from the beginning. And the moment there were issues with controlling, that's where the problem started. That's where social media became a problem. So you see what I'm saying? I'm saying, why is it that women are expected to earn, and then the moment they start to earn, it's a problem? I
actually believe that this has been a problem from time immemorial. It's not just with any race, forget race. It's just financial independence for a woman and how it is a threat to some men's masculinity. and their ability to provide for their children. And if a woman begins to do that, if a woman begins to, begins to be financially free, not having to ask her husband for anything, it could play on some of their insecurities, thereby leading to some, abusive stuff, which can in turn contribute to, you want to see your auntie?
Yes.
Judy. Judy.
Say hi.
I'm going to see you very soon. Do you know that?
Said you look very
Say hi to Cheche.
Your cousins. Oh, my boo boo.
Say hi, Cheche.
Say hi.
Hi.
Look at your.
He's not even looking at the camera.
So beautiful.
Look at Boo Boo and
What?
Boo Boo and
Okay.
my daughter look.
You don't know your nephew's name.
They look the exact same way. Boo Boo and my daughter. They look alike.
Hey, Jesus.
You don't know that house. Donut house.
Yeah, that's Auntie Nancy's house.
Mommy, I need some of that.
Yeah.
The donuts. The midnight run.
You should just call me.
No, she said she started saying master for some reason. I don't know what that is.
What did you just say?
Okay, we're gonna have a lot of fun on the playground. I'm gonna take you there, okay? Yeah. Go meet Auntie Amy. She's gonna give you some of the cookies that I gave you.
You have a lot of interesting comments in your comment section. A lot of women are saying, well, it's true. Do you know, I know a woman who, when I started YouTube, Chacha, calm down. She was in my culinary school and she knew how to cook really well. And she had the dream of becoming a YouTube content creator. She saw people, doing that full time and she really wanted to do that. And then she started off on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Facebook picked up really fast. And then she made her husband her admin. And this is a true life story now. True life story. In 2020, she already had like 50K on Facebook. And then that's when all of a sudden, the guy started saying, you're not contributing to the house nowadays. Everything in your life is about social media. He was an admin for a long time. And then she called me when we were still in culinary school to say that, Nancy, I've been logged out of my page. Nancy, I can no longer access my Facebook. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I can't access my Facebook anymore. My husband has logged me out. Like, he has logged me out and I don't know what to do. And I was like, oh, I was still on YouTube. I've never come to Facebook. I didn't even know that Facebook was, could be monetized. And I was like, why? She's like, oh, that he started saying that she was not taking care of the child, her child. She had just one child and she was pregnant. And she said that even a pregnant woman can't even rest. They're coming on Facebook. What are you coming to do? That she'll come and start cooking online and then delaying his food, but not cooking enough for them. So it had taken over their life. She had to change everything. No, please. So she had to leave. And then they kept having fights. And then one day, she just woke up, came back from antenatal, and she was locked out. And she was like, Nancy, Edjo, what is going on? So, yes, that's.
So I'm gonna divulge some personal details because you're my blood sister, right? And we're talking in public. It's a public forum. Up until the beginning of this year, I had Justin as an admin in my Facebook. And there had been constant everyday problems with my time on social media and all of that up until when it started to pay. Once the money started to come, it now became go, my student loans, go, my student loans, right? And so that is what constantly was my day. Wake up, do it because it has started to pay, right? But before I started to pay, I was being called all sorts of names. There was heat. I was called a leech, a parasite. There was nothing that I was not called when I was not monetizable, you know. And these are these things that I did not want to talk about. But you're my blood sister, I will speak. You know, these are the things that we have to talk about based on the fact that when the money starts to come, they want to claim ownership of it. Like you are their property, so your money is their property as well. And if there's no money.
But funny enough, this guy liked the fact that she was earning. But I don't know, they got into a fight and then it was boom. Looks like you don't even know your place anymore. It's like, so let me just, put you in your place, and then he locked her out. And I'm like, he started claiming that social media took over her life. And this is someone that spent at least 10 hours away from social media every day. When people say, oh, you live on social media, can't you go and rest? You do some rest. You're always on live. I'm like, how many hours do you come on live every day? It's 1 hour, max 2 times a day. So max 2 hours a day. These are people that have 9 to 5 jobs. So they spend at least 8 hours at their place of work. So I'm like, okay, so if you see this thing as just fun, and somebody is coming live twice in a day, less than an hour, and you think that it's okay to drag the person because you feel like the person is now living online. Because that's what he said. He said she was living online. She said, Nancy, Joe, please, I cook 1 hour a day.
I think that it's an amazing opportunity for the modern woman, to be honest, because content creation has now become
1 hour a day. You have time for your family, and they're like, oh no, yeah. I said, if you dedicate, you cannot grow your page if you don't dedicate time to engage, to do other things. You should dedicate the same 8 hours everybody else dedicates to their own separate job. So why is it that anytime someone picks up the phone, it's like, narcissist, you're the one, you are living on your phone, you have no time for your family. I'm like, okay. And you know one thing I wanted to say, as a public health professional, when people talk and I see comments online, I'm like, hey, do you know the definition of a bad mom? Do you know the most important indication for motherhood, whether or not it's good or bad? It's the child. When you look at the child that the person is taking care of, you should be able to tell whether or not that's a bad mom. Okay? So someone said, Nancy, they are playing too rough. No children, they are playing too.
You should be ready. You should be ready for those kind of comments, Mama. It's coming.
Anyway.
It's coming.
Anyways, how can somebody say that someone that's been taking care of a child since she was born, the child has never been sick for 1 day, the child has never been admitted in a hospital, the child has never had a reason to be hospitalized, come online and say that this person is a bad mom? I can't understand it. In my mind, I'm like, I see patients, I practice clinically, I see patients, I have a course where I see parents that have 9 to 5s and their children are sick every month, basically having the flu, catarrh, malaria, TB. I'm talking serious conk illnesses, and these children are children of 9 to 5ers. Do you get? People are not looking at those people as, oh, you're such a bad mom, you don't have time for your children, you're always going to work every day. They want to have time for themselves. They want more time. They wish they could work from home, but they can't. They can't afford to. So but why is it that the concentration of the entire world is on this woman that is on social media for 2 hours a day, posting once or twice a day, but somehow she's living online? Because
and then